Welcome to Wednesday, friends. Welcome back to Mindful Moments. I am here with my little butterfly friend because today is all about joy. It is all about welcoming joy into our lives, following joy, and letting it lead us back home to love. So today I just want to start out talking about joy and how we see joy and what it means to us and how we can bring it into our lives. So let me get clear first that joy is not the same as pleasure. Okay, so when I talk about joy, I am not talking about that temporary, very superficial pleasure that you might get, say, from a glass of wine, or if you smoke, or anything like that. It is not a superficial pleasure. Talking about joy is that deep center of your being, soul fulfilling happiness that stays with you and that does not come from any external source. Okay, so it's not this temporary pleasure that you get from having a glass of wine and then it's gone. Joy is your inherent natural state of being. Okay, it is who you are. And for most of us, what we just have to do is remember that. We get very caught up in the day-to-day grind. There's a lot going on in the world that we focus on, much of it negative. And so all of that negative buzz and the chatter in the external world drowns out that sense of peace, drowns out that sense of just calm and joyfulness that is our true nature. But we can choose, we can choose each day, each moment to follow joy. We can listen to the way that we feel inside. And so when you feel joy, you will feel relaxed. You're going to feel expansive. You might just feel exuberant, or it may just be this nice sense of contentment that all is right with the world, that you are being exactly who you were meant to be. And that is joy. And so how do we bring it into our lives? Well, we just surrender to it. We just have to open up to it and trust that when we let the universe know we are ready to choose joy, joy appears. We don't have to do anything. Joy is already there waiting for us to just take notice. And so it can be something as simple in the morning as getting up and stating some positive affirmations, starting your day with a positive attitude before you have your cup of coffee. Maybe you write in your journal. Maybe you take a few moments of silence. Maybe you do, say, a prayer or a positive affirmation to just remind yourself that you are ready to greet the day and that you are choosing joy. And then lean into that feeling, okay? Lean into the things that reinforce those feelings of joy. For me, in the morning, it's spending some time with Mike, having our breakfast out on the porch, and then we take our dog for a walk around the neighborhood. And it's my opportunity then to walk in silence and to notice the trees and to notice the flowers and the birds singing and to notice the sky and to just tap into that feeling of love and life that's all around me, to really tap into that presence of life. That brings me joy. Reading brings me joy. Meditating brings me joy. Recording mindful moments brings me joy. And so it's taking those little breadcrumbs and following the breadcrumbs, listening to your soul and being very curious about what are the things that bring me joy, and noticing when you're in that feeling of joy, when you're spending time with your family or your children, your grandchildren, your spouse, your significant other, and you're happy and everything feels right. Lean into those feelings. Really notice them, soak them in, take them in, and let yourself feel them all the way at the center of your being, all the way in your bones. And remember that. And so when you start cultivating joy, you're leaning back into those experiences that that's what you're gravitating toward. Okay, so maybe the superficial things that bring you pleasure are not the things that bring you joy. All right, so it's leaning into those soul nurturing experiences and welcoming more of that into your life. And trust me, as you begin to follow joy, the universe will say, great, here you go, and will offer more and more experiences for you to feel joy. And so the more that you follow it, the more it will be appearing in your life. You know, that which you seek is seeking you. And so that joy that you are seeking, it's seeking you. And all you have to do is be open to it. All you have to do is say, yes, I am ready. I am ready to follow joy. And so why do we want to do that? You know, aren't there a million reasons right now to instead feel fear and to worry and to really focus on the negative? Maybe there is a lot of negative in the world, which is even more reason for you today, this moment, to choose to follow joy. Because when you follow joy, you align with your higher self. You align with that essence of love that is your true nature. And so when you do that, then you are encompassing an energy, you are becoming an energy that is forgiving, an energy that is compassionate, an energy that is caring. And you are vibrating that energy for yourself and out into the world. And so, you know, the world needs more love and more joy and more compassion. So when you choose to follow joy, you're doing it not only for yourself, but you are then becoming a light in the world. And you are giving back the very best of yourself that you can give back to the world. So it is important. It is important to choose joy. And I hope that you will join me in choosing it today and every day and letting it guide you to that place of love, to that essence of who you truly are, where you can remember, yes, this is who I am and this is who I was born to be. So I would like to share with you now some positive affirmations that I wrote just a little while ago after meditating on joy. And if you would like to close your eyes, get into a comfortable seated position, and just let these words wash through you. And if you'd like to repeat them to yourself, go ahead. Otherwise, you can just listen and really feel into them and let that presence of joy begin to bloom within you. Today, I choose to follow joy. It feels good to live with joy, and I know I am worthy and deserving of a joyful life. When I choose joy, I align my energy with love and feel the infinite power of the universe supporting me and guiding me toward my highest good. I pay attention to the people, experiences, situations, and things that bring me joy. What I give it my attention to increases, and I welcome them into my life. I pay attention to joy in my life, and joy increases. It is important and good for me to feel joy because it aligns me with my higher self and with the presence of love. From joy, I create expansiveness in my life and can extend love, compassion, and peace to myself and others. By following joy, I let Spirit know I am ready to live aligned with love and my highest good. I choose to follow joy today. I step back and let love lead the way. Have a very mindful and joyful Wednesday, my friends. I will be back with you tomorrow. I love you. Take care.